Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to do, shall I call it childhood trauma? Part 2 or 3? Yes, it is trauma because at this time I was in, let's say, the 8th grade. Yes, it was my last year in Catholic school before I rebelled and insisted to be removed. You'll see why. Now, when you were being punished, you'd get what was called detention. After school, you would have to stay after and do some punished task because you had disobeyed or talked too much or not done your homework or whatever other petty crimes you were accused of. So this particular day, I knew I had detention, but I didn't mind. I said, let's go up to the Pizza Hut and get a slice. And then by the time we finish it, we can go back and they won't know that we're not there, I assumed. Because between dismissal and the actual beginning of detention, there was like a 15-minute window. So we did. And of course, we rolled up our Arlington Catholic skirts, because in high school you had these plaid skirts below your knee. So on the way to school, we'd roll them up above our knee. And it was our way of rebelling. We were really like the Derry Girls. If you've ever seen Netflix, the Derry Girls. Similar behavior, only we were in America. And so, of course, I got back, and the nun was waiting for me, literally waiting for me. And she said, "You're late." And I said, "I'm sorry, sister. Where were you?" Well, we went to get a slice of pizza. Literally, it was a 10-minute walk up to the center of town. And she said, "Is that all you did, was eat pizza?" And I said, "Yes, sister." And she said, "No, you're lying. You were smoking." And I said, no, I wasn't smoking. And she literally lifted up my hand, and she held my hand, and she smelled it, my fingers. And she said, "Lying. You were smoking, weren't you?" And I just sheepishly looked down in shame. And she said, "You are going to go into the detention room. And I want you to bring your father because I'm going to suspend you for 3 days." Not only did you leave school premises and go up to the pizza snack, it was called the pizza snack, and it was the place to go when you were that age because, the youth would gather there. It was small. They only had like 3 tables, but it was terrible. The whole shameful experience of bring your dad and 3-day suspension, and I was petrified because I had to tell my father, I can't come back to school unless you come with me. And of course I was in that mode of complaining about how much I hated Catholic school and I wanted to get out. And so he did. He took me back. And he was just not even speaking to me. Because he was a big man in the community, and he was like the leader, and he would always donate money to the church and to the school. And, it was known that his mom had 13 children, and there were priests and nuns in the family, and all this like claim to fame. I was, supposedly, but I wasn't, you see, because I never believed in the Trinity. I went to Mass just because they forced me. I didn't really hate it, though. I liked the church because it was quiet. And my house with my 5 Irish brothers was usually in commotion, to put it nicely. So I didn't resist going to church. I actually liked the nuns. Believe it or not, I liked them. I didn't believe what they would teach me, but I liked them. So now I'm going to go in the house now because it's too freezing. And so I'm going to finish this video when I get inside, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.